truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz. Yeah, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Popping the raindrop, I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw them. Got on the season, say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated, top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shot.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Here's a 2nd and 7. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. On the crossing route, complete. That's Barry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. All day, all day. Mike 55, Mike 55.
He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. T.Y. Hilton His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Check, ready. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 3, check 3. Watch the safety creep.
On first down, it's George. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake. Now McNabb. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
He'll drop to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now McNabb will set up the screen to McCoy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They go play action. It's McNabb. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1. McNabb. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A carry now for Lynch. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Mike 54. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, Zoo. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Get it.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. He's got it to Hilton. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. Check. Roll out. Check tight.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Check 13. Be grip.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Out of the gun, McMahon. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 20.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense make it stand. Like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Back to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. T.Y. Hilton with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
On first down, Dickerson sidesteps him at the 35, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
16 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, McNabb. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
McNabb to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's McNabb. That's complete to Bolden. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Now it's McNabb. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stop and go in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, here's McNabb. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Barry. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready? 18 Gators. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shit. Ready?
Looking to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready? Who's off 42-yard line?
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is intercepted by the All-Pro safety, Eddie Jackson. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is indeed good. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd down, McNabb. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Watch the whip. 36, 36. Check 4, check 4. You got tape. You got tape.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got Bennett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First down, Seattle.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to...
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Safety's creeping. Let's go.
A play fake. Now McNabb. He finds Taylor. Complete. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. McNabb. And Bolden brings it in, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now McNabb looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down now, Dickerson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And the Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and forever.
Hey, high 7. 5.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. And almost picked off.